Tem 2 fundo.
O que tem aí? Eles estão perto!
É meu! Fui o primeiro a achar!
Ok. Vamos sair daqui.
Pare de brigar por skins no jogo. Use um código para ganhar 3 caixas grátis e um bônus. Acesse a Hellcase.
Vitória von Bentzen, da Dust2 Brasil. Tô aqui com o Siuhy, jogador da Liquid. So first, I wanted to hear your thoughts on the game. It was a bit of a crazy game. You guys won Inferno that you hadn't done in a little while. So tell us about it.
Yeah, I think Mirage, starting off with the Mirage, we played kind of like how we wanted to play, how we prepared and how we set ourselves up for this game. Not much expectations. I think we're just playing with a lot of risk Counter-Strike at the minute. Obviously it's working. There are some rounds that we're losing which are maybe crucial rounds, or some rounds that are like could be 50-50, but that's part of the game. Playing like we have nothing to lose at the minute. And going into Inferno, I'm a little bit skeptical going into that map because obviously it hasn't been our greatest map. But again, we took a little bit of a different approach. We didn't aim to play perfect Counter-Strike. There were some messy rounds won, there were some really nice rounds won, a little bit of everything. And as a captain, I'm very satisfied with what the team showed, and especially resilience. And I think a player like Nerds, who didn't have the best game on Inferno, he gave us like 2 winning calls on T side and CD side. So yeah, sometimes you don't see that on the server, but definitely he deserves some credit for that.
And you didn't have the best start in this tournament, but you turned it around. How did you do this?
If I knew, I would do this at every event. Obviously, like we were 0-2. We kind of knew that at this moment is like kind of all or nothing. So we may as well play with no pressure and play risk-free and just see how it goes. And I think that's the kind of approach that we took. And slowly, game by game, day by day, we started coming back.
And before this tournament, you were having a little bit of a hard time, and you were actually in danger, of not qualifying to the major. But now you did very well. You won a lot of points. You can still win more. You're still going to have a smaller land to play. How are you guys feeling about the major now? Are you feeling more secure, the relief? How are you guys feeling about this?
The major is important for every team, so obviously us missing out on it would be devastating. We knew that it's a big goal for us to reach the major this year, because we knew we had a lot of struggles and we knew it was going to be very difficult. Maybe not that difficult, but right now we're realizing that it's still possible, and it gives us a really good feeling. So yeah, I think reaching the major for us pushes us forward. It kind of relieved a little bit of pressure from our shoulders, knowing that we are in a somewhat of a good spot at the minute. I don't know if it's yet fully 100% confirmed, but definitely we're in a better position than last time. So yeah, it relieves some pressure, and maybe that is also a factor to consider why we went 0-2 and then suddenly started winning games.
And was not making the major ever like a real concern for you guys, or did you always believe you would turn it around and qualify?
We are competitors, and for us winning means the most, and losing out on the biggest event of the year would be very tough, not only individually but also as a team. So we made sure to do everything we can to get that spot, and I think everyone feels that relief of pressure and a little bit of nerves. So yeah, it just feels good.
And besides winning VRS points, you also beat some of the top teams in the world in this tournament. And when you changed regions to Europe, you had some hard games. You lost some open qualifiers, lost to some academy teams. So you still have some tournaments here left. But do you feel that what you guys did so far gives you a boost in confidence that maybe you were lacking a little bit?
Definitely. We were going through a very tough period, and we were trying to find out like what kind of team we are, what kind of philosophy is in the team, what identity do we have. And going through all of this, learning like the same base fundamentals of the game, like it's tough to be consistent when you're going through that period. You need to kind of just work through it, and we're still working through it. It's not like just because we're winning now, it means that we're not working on what we started off with. It's just that it means that now like we are at a better spot, and we understand the things that we were learning at the beginning, and we can use it a lot more to our benefit, more unconsciously on the server. Yeah, I think that's it.
And you mentioned that you're playing, sort of in a way, since you guys have nothing to lose in this tournament. Do you think that, the announcement of Twistzz leaving maybe affected the team, either good or bad for this tournament? Do you think maybe you're playing more free because of this, less pressure? How do you think it affected the team at all?
How did it affect the team? I think it affected the team in, let's say, both ways. What I really liked is that how professionally we took it, despite knowing the news is mid-tournament. It can be a big hit for us, but Russ himself and the whole team were very professional about it and how we want to finish this tournament off. And we set ourselves some goals, we set ourselves some rules, or let's say, and we just stuck to them, and it worked out. So, yeah, I think despite that situation, we got the most out of it.
And do you think that maybe not now because the major is so close, but maybe in the future, do you guys consider maybe going back to Americas, getting some South American or North American players to go back to the Americas VRS maybe for the next season?
I'm not sure. I don't think that's in our thoughts at the minute. Right now, we're just focused on what is like the next day because it's working for us. When we get back from this tournament, we're going to think about it, and we're going to see what are the possibilities.
And you said that you guys, heard about it mid tournament. Was this decision made by Liquid to make the change or by Twistzz?
I don't think I'm the person to answer that, so I don't know.